welcome to another episode of the Funky Marketing Show, the show where I'm hosting people that I like to call friends, or some people that are not my friends but are professionals and experts that are doing something that I like to call funky marketing, doing good stuff for good people or for themselves and trying to change the industry at least a little bit. Today, I have the pleasure to be joined by my good friend Milutin. He's somebody that is working on some pretty amazing technology stuff, and somebody that I meet here in Novi Sad at least once a month for a lunch or coffee or a beer or something else, but interestingly, we met over LinkedIn while I was in my hometown. So uh, let's welcome Milutin to the show.
Hi,
Welcome,
everyone.
man.
Hi.
What's up? I need to put on my glasses so we look similar.
Okay, double eyes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm pretty much okay. Busy as usual. Yes, and thank you very much for inviting me to the show. It's a nice subject, and I would like to discuss a little bit more about the technology that we are working on, because I think it's not that on air, about this technology. So I would like to say more about that, about applications and so on and so on. So
Yeah, like we talked about it, and it seems like technology is here, at least in some way, but it's definitely more advanced than what people are using in their daily lives. But still, somehow they don't know if it exists, or they don't know how to use it or how to make advantage of it, not only in business but also in their private life. So I think like we're gonna go maybe talk about a few industries and maybe go into some specific of how we can help them with specific solutions that you and your team are creating.
yeah. Okay, I would like to say that the technology is always here. It's just a matter of time, in what stadium, and how much is applied at certain area, and how it can help certain business to improve their business. Yeah. So in that case, I think through the industry, technology always help us to solve some problems, to communicate better, to communicate faster, to transport even faster. So all these sections, somehow are developing at the same time. But with the internet in lately, it is so expansion, with this technology. So I will move forward to the developing of smartphones and internet speed. So all this enables us to together with game engine, all this enables us to communicate on slightly different way, which is, I would say, three-dimensional, using this technology in combination with the real world. So to make connection with that, I'm co-founder and CEO in BOM Solutions studio that is existing already for more than 4 years. Uh, I like to say that we started from 3D design and animation in process industry, which I believe it is very important to understand that part of the technology, because later on, if you understand how some 3D objects are created, how optimized, that how prepared for the end results, then it is good entrance inside of the innovative technology such as augmented reality, virtual reality, and interactive 3D, which is now at the moment our main focus of a business at the moment in BOM
Yeah, I
Solutions.
think that's what you were working on when we actually met, right? You
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah,
helping
exactly.
helping some industrial companies like present themselves on an offline events. You know, back at the days that used to be a thing. Now it's some kind of hybrids, half online, half offline. But I think that was a huge part of what you were doing at the time. Helping them present what they're doing in a way that that people can understand. Because like talking about industrial and all those uh, relatable industries, it's not easy to explain what you're doing in a simple way.
Yeah, exactly. So especially when you are in that processing industry, when the process somehow is hidden from the outside world because they are protecting their IPs or anything else. Especially there, when you can help your client when you visually presenting something, some system or some process, and you help them to sell that product, or at least lower to create some sort of atmosphere that their final client lowering risks by investing some potential money in potential project. So that was our goal at that time when we were starting with the 3D design and animation, and then we hope we help them with that visual presentation of those systems and everything else. And now we move forward even in more interactive section of that. So I think at the moment the whole industry, or at least 80 to 90% of the manufacturing or processing industry, will move into the using new technologies.
Yeah, it sounds like, did the COVID infected that or no? Did it made moving faster, or it was something that was about to happen at the same speed even before that?
Yeah. I think the second one is COVID was a trigger for this technology, especially because of the traveling issues and people. I think somehow it speeded up the process, by applying these technologies in every section of the industry. So my answer is yes, is just speed up the process of applying this.
So to get a little bit deeper, so tell me what are the industries when you are working the most? So kind of interested, like I know that you can apply that technology to many industries and many things. So let's go with those where you are working in and those where you saw that you can solve a specific problem with the technology that you are creating.
Yeah. Okay. Some of the projects that we were working, I would say, more sections that we were working on are education, processing industry or manufacturing industry, education, like I said, gaming or more gamification, retail, medicine or medical equipment, or human body. I would say like that. It's more like human anatomy, retail, all types of product presentation and getting products closer to the final users. Architecture. In that field, we are more open. We are more open into the technical, interactive communication with objects inside of architecture, and those are the main fields that we were working on.
Yeah, sounds like you just named 6 industries.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But
yeah,
I would say you have at least 6 main categories, which are like medical, entertainment, education, architecture, manufacturing industry, and military. So those are the main fields, But in each of them, you can watch that at a horizontally section, and then inside of them, each of them, you can have a vertical dividing, in these sections. So you have, I really don't know, is there any field that it is not possible to apply this technology?
So, but let's go at least with with medical, for example. Like when I think about the industry, I think of the progress is very slow because there are certain standards and things that are very respected during the process, those kind of things. So tell me a little bit about what are you doing in that industry.
Okay, that's actually that's a very good question, and we were pretty much surprised with that, because we were thinking, you have a lot of examples on the internet where this technology is already applied inside of that industry, but uh, discussing with our clients, we discovered that we like to say they are somehow in. Uh, of course, when we say in visualization part of this, they are somehow in pretty much a dark, of all this, because at the moment we are now in negotiation, and hopefully we will start working on that project, is like a human anatomy, which is pretty much complex project, and the request is that the whole human anatomy needs to be visualized in a way, so each organ, and go deeply inside of it, so from one side, why some people are already do not apply that, because people will learn much more faster, so they can visualize all this part. But from the other side, it is that you have some part of internet, but you have some of these applications on the internet, but somehow they are just like a teaser, so you can see something and it's wow, but you don't have a product. And that is why I believe why they do not apply that in there, because they are following certain education pattern, so they need to use step by step, and all these steps needs to be visualized, step by step. So that's very important here. From one side, I understand why they didn't apply that in their education studies, in classes. But from the another side, you have so much visualization of a human body, so you can learn faster, so you can visualize in front of you and you can see that. So actually that's the one of the projects that we are now in the process of negotiation, and hopefully we will get it. And another one is, I would say, a little bit smaller and not that complicated. It is in augmented reality. So it's a human body, but more for high schools, where the kids can see, human body, see the differences between bones and muscles and other systems in a human body.
Yeah, compared to how today we have like these dolls or whatever it is called, models of a human body, that we can see in the movies that kids make fun with those, and uh,
Yeah,
it
but
it reminds me of some of the old movies. So with the new technology, they cannot see inside the body unless they move apart or some of those things. And I guess with what you guys are doing, like it can allow them to dig deeper through the organs, and you know some even things that I can imagine. I can just imagine, but I don't know how to describe how they can go and look at some
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah. That's really interesting. But also, besides that, there is another section of that healthcare. I would say it's more like how kids need to think about that. To be not only to see human organs, but to try to be healthy. To show them example inside of the VR, for example, like inside of the VR game. So they need to follow certain steps, and then at the end they will get a reward for it. For example, they need to jump here. If they don't do not jump, they cannot see the message below, and then at the end of that path, they cannot answer proper on the question. So it's some sort also on mentally things, how you behave inside of the VR, and at the end you can be rewarded. So this is also what I like the most inside of the VR. So you can trigger your brain on light way, in order to see the results.
Yeah, I see that we have friends from Croatia. Daniel Pickle is saying hi.
Hi, Daniel.
So I wanted to get into this part because it's not all, the show is called Funky Marketing Show, but it's not all funky marketing. It's not all marketing. I want to talk more, about using marketing for good, or using technology for doing some good stuff. So just to clarify, why are we talking about this? But also, like, those technology can also be used for advertising, for marketing, and for actually making some of the industries closer to the customers, right? For example, I don't know, retail or entertainment or all those other things. So let's dig deeper into those parts.
Okay, what would you like to start first? So I have so many subjects to talk about, but let's say retail first. Okay,
Yeah, we can go into detail.
that's really nice, and I would like to discuss that. Uh, uh, so I will be more focused on discussing about technology, not like promoting our products from BOM Solutions, but I would like to mention that this technology enables us uh, to um, to communicate to have additional channel of communication. So I like to say that even it is really, I use that every day, just to explain to the people, because many years ago there was new stuff like, okay, Facebook is now this new channel, it's social network. I don't want to use that, la la la. But everyone is on Facebook today, business and final users, and also using this technology. Simply, you have a product, and you have a product that is really cool, but you or main purpose of the business is to get more clients, or to get more value for the final product. So in that case, you have several problems that you need to solve before you are out there, and you can reach these goals. So one of the problems that we face it now is, for example, you need to advertise your product, and one of the way how to advertise your product is a label on the packaging. So you are limited with the size, with the physical size of that label. So you need to hire some really creative graphic designer who can create a really nice label, but that doesn't mean that you will sell more. You can be abstract, but that also doesn't mean that you will sell more. So with this technology enables us to have additional layer of on this label. So we have additional level of the information that is providing us all information that you want to put it. So it's limitless. So, for example, if you have a label and you have flying bird on that, it's just as an image, and then you can see that this bird is flying around your label or your package. So this is something that is also can be implemented in existing channel of communication. So, for example, you are using Instagram, you are using your website, you are using Facebook or any other medium for distributing the information about your product. So, what this enabling us to just implement inside of that structure, and then with that it's just cross-linked, and then you can use this medium. Also, it is important to understand that by providing this 3D space on the product in retail, you have wow effect, and that's okay, and when someone sees that, it goes like this, but after 5 minutes or 5 hours it goes down. So this product or this technology also can be connected with some sort of a database or analytic, so you can see how many people see your product or see your additional info about your product, position of your product. So you can compare all those things, and then you can have how to say better positioning on the market with your product.
Yeah,
So
gives you additional space to advertise and to
exactly,
explain, but also additional layer of analytics and ability to understand, the results of it. It's not
exactly.
it's not like, trying to do something in the dark.
No, no, exactly. There is some, and especially because technology also allowing us to move everything on web. So you don't need to go to Google Play Store or Apple Store, to download app and then using that experience. It's just a matter if you click on call to action button or a QR code, you are there on the website, and then you can experience this around you. So that's also, I believe, very important. So it's close to it is with us. We need to just start to use it, and that's the point, and that's what we are promoting here and creating inside of our company.
Yeah, there is also one example that I really like, and I think lots of companies started to do it, especially with retail, and especially, designers that are designing clothes, those kind of things, when you can actually show how the, for example, the t-shirt would look like on a person, right in front of you. If you use an app and a technology, it's like, okay, you can see how it really fits on a real person.
Yeah, that's called digital clothing, and I know a girl from Czech Republic, and and I know also guys from Amsterdam. They are founders of that digital clothing, and then that was last year. I met them, and that was like, this is too much, for this. But actually, uh, almost all big brands like Nike, Adidas, Zara, they are already using digital clothing for promoting their products. From one side, I agree with that, because today generation has two lives. I would say like that. One is online and another is offline. So in online life, they are wearing clothes differently, they are behave differently, they have some other way of communication, but in real life they are totally different. So we need to accept that, and that is something that when they apply this technology in that behavior, we need to accept that, if we want or not, we need to accept that if we want to be in this business. So in that case, digital clothing, I accept as it is. And from the another side, if you see, for example, you want to try a t-shirt, with the nice application here, and then a manufacturer of this clothing, he can see, okay, I need 100 of pieces, and that's enough for this season. I don't need to produce 1 million, and then at the end he is throwing away that and causing damage to environment and stuff like that. So there are some pros and cons, but yeah, I accept that as it is.
Cool. I think it would be a lot easier for us, just regular users of anything, and as in a form of a buyers, to actually, decide if this fits us, if that suits us well, and we can do it in the digital space. Not even there won't be a need to go to the store, right? In that way, because I'm looking at, like, there are people who doesn't fit, for example, in they're not thin, so they're hard to find the right clothes,
Yeah,
or or something like that. And to if they go to the store, the possibility is that they will end up buying nothing. So instead of doing that, maybe they can, from their own apartment, they can use technology to kind of, see if something is a fit or no, or like what's the design, so they can see him like in front of them. And this is something that can actually help, I think, just thinking out of the box.
yeah. Actually, it's called like pre-purchasing. You can see if it is fit. My wife, she bought a boots a few days ago. From a local supplier, and it's those are the custom made. And I was thinking, if she, what if she saw that on her feet, oh, it is so cool, and then she sent a request, confirm, and then the girl that is producing that, she has that purchase there, and then she started immediately working on it. So imagine if there is someone from New York, he can see on his feet, is it everything okay? I like it's a leather, I like it's really cool, unique design. Or you can simply add some details on
Details,
it,
yeah.
and then you can just purchase. You can and in a couple of days it can be delivered to you. So those are the things that I like when you use this technology, so you can see before it's even made.
Yeah.
And I see as a huge benefit for everyone.
Yeah, interesting times. And I hope it will come sooner. I don't know. I'm not the ones who is avoiding using technology and those kind of stuff. If it's gonna make my life easier, let's go with it. And like thinking of that, and let's go into the glamour of events and entertainment industry and all those other stuff. There are tons of things that are improving as we speak with technology.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about those things. Well, what were some projects that you were working on?
In especially in events, or some kind of a fashion industry events, or just events industry.
Yeah, let's go with events.
Okay. In that case, we don't have much experience with making huge events, but we had a client. We have a client. Still, we have it. The idea was that actually our challenge was to try to lowering costs of his company, promoting on the fair. So because he has a number of products that are really huge, you need to produce they need to produce these products. They need to bring them there. They need to pay for security of them there, or logistics and everything. And if they sell them on the fair, that's okay. But if they do not sell them on the fair, they need to take care of it. They need to put somewhere, and then before they sell it. So those are enormous costs, for him. So we were thinking about, what if we create all his products in 3D, and we created in VR space and in AR space. So because we were asking ourselves, okay, there are people that are coming with the nice suits, very expensive, haircut and everything. So It is not that everyone will put goggles on his head just to avoid
Yeah.
to haircut move, But in that case, we wanted to create on AR, using tablets. So we created the whole system, the whole factory actually inside of the VR. So the one who wants to enter there, so he can see inside of it. And another guy who don't want to put a VR, so they can use using tablets, so they can see each product inside and outside, virtually presented in front of him. So for the end users, for the visitors of that fair, that was wow, But for the client and for the rest of the people there, we were a little bit, I think, too ahead, of a presence at that time,
Of
because
the
it
curve,
was
yeah.
two, yeah, it was 2 years ago. And I think we lowered costs with that. We presented more products, but to get even bigger impact, it should be, for example, this year or next year there. So that was our approach to creating an event using this technology, as a part of event. But in creating virtual events, we don't have experience with that. I had a few discussions about do we want to participate in some of those, like a sharing community where you have your virtual space and you can put everything that you want there. But I don't see yet many usage of it, because I'm thinking, and we are thinking here, that if there is a number of people who can experience this technology, that's the real value of it, But
Mhm.
if you are somewhere in the digital world, like in a game, and most of the people, they don't want to go there to see there, and they don't see that as a purpose. So I think it's not yet a time for us to be there.
Yeah, and what you said is a great example of how you can use technology to lower costs. And
Yeah.
just not only by by moving products and everything, but also like you need less people if you do it like this. And
Exactly.
and you can show things in a new way, which is also making your company look more advanced and more up to the future. So that's also one other aspect that we shouldn't let go of without mentioning.
Yeah, of course. So there are so many research about real numbers of usage of this technology. Like yesterday I read that 40% of SMEs, small and medium enterprise, just apply uh, augmented and virtual reality in 40%. So imagine almost half of them, they already are using this technology. DHL delivery service,
Hmm.
25%, they increase onboarding process for their people. So imagine if you give someone a VR with certain guidance inside of it, and then you give him, and even you can buy him VR because it's not that expensive, and then he can follow certain steps, and then after 7 days he's ready for job. Imagine that
Yeah.
there are some risks area, for example, oil platforms, and strong winds, and I don't know what more. But if you make them ready for it, you will lowering costs and lowering risks, but increase people productivity.
Yeah, there is one thing that I was discussing with the people from Michelin, from the factory. That I'm from Pirot and Michelin is based in Pirot, because the old workers are not getting any younger, so they're going into retirement. but the new ones don't know how to work and how to solve some more old problems. They are not related to the technology, and they need somebody who has experience with it to kind of like solve them. And until they replace those parts, they need to have somebody with experience that can help them, actually solve the problems when they occur. So what technology could do is they can give the eyes to somebody who is maybe retired in their home or somewhere else, to be the eyes of somebody who is in the factory.
Exactly.
Like, that's a so small scale, but it works that much. In that can be a huge problem. I know, because I talk with a lot of people. The whole city is working in the factory, actually. So that can be a huge pain, because somebody is out there in a village. They won't come to the city, but they know every single aspect of the machine that they were working at for like 30, 40, 50 years. And they can, they can do it with their eyes closed, but if they can have the picture, they can see what is the problem and how they can solve it. It can really help solve some of those things until the technology is that advanced that they don't exist anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's in that case that's even more advanced technology, and it's called like digital twin, which is actually a digital representation of the physical machine or system or whatever it is. So in that case, you are having the system, and you press the start button, and physically the machine starts, but also virtually it starts at the same time, and you see exactly the same process. And you can always change something in the virtual space and to see how it behaves. And if you are satisfied with that, for example, you have some steam temperature, water pressure, or whatever it is, and then if you are satisfied with the end results, you can just simply release that in the real system, and then you have exactly the results as you want. So that's how technology can help us to prevent some damages, risks, problems, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was even more advanced. I think I thought of, just some glasses with a view, nothing else, but this is another level.
Actually, that's something that is already existing, and I know some
Hmm.
guys from Eindhoven, from the Netherlands, that are doing that from technical university, and they have their own platform plugin actually, in which you can create. I know for the product, for example, for airports, conveyor system, so they can predict all the issues, all the potential problems. What if you have so many packages on one place? What if so many airplanes come at the same time? Who will take first and stuff like that. So all that you can see in real time.
Yeah, exciting, exciting things.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are some things that we didn't mention?
Uh,
I maybe got you a
I,
little bit off your path,
no, no,
with
no,
my
no, no, no.
example and my thoughts, but
No, no, no. That's pretty much it. We covered like manufacturing industry, retail, education, healthcare, entertainment. But what I would like to say more on entertainment now, and there is a one project that we are working on, and I'm pretty much super excited about that. Today we have. Uh, uh, I would say final test, if that everything is will be okay. So we were in charge for create, um, let's say, there is a. I will try to explain. So there is a
hmm.
big company that is renting co-working space for the companies, So when you enter, there is e-concierge, like digital entering hall lobby, with 80 square meters, a big digital wall, panels. And there are Samsung panels, which are really expensive, and the quality of those panels are the best at the country at the moment. So we
Hmm.
were in charge to create visuals, like a four dimensions of those visuals. For example, mirrors, sand, liquids, and smoke. And when you enter, into that room because those visuals were connected to APIs, outside APIs, like traffic, number of cars, for example, outside, wind speed, noise, position of the people inside of that building. So all these changes that are happening outside of that building will will be on some way will be connected with those visuals. So, for example, if there is stronger wind outside, the visuals will move faster.
Yeah.
So it's real time visualization, and that's really cool for me. The project is really cool because it's first time for us that we are doing such a big project, and it opens so many questions, for us. What if we do this and that? What will happen later? So this is for me the coolest project at the moment, and I hope we will have something to show maybe already next week.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds exciting.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Cool, man. I think I see Daniel posted something that he's working on. So AR ads, also one more way to use AR, especially in advertising. I think that's also the field that is just about to be explored in the near future.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So that's I think that's extended. That's another channel. Like I said at the beginning, that's another channel of communication. So it's just a matter of place where you can add this technology to see extended space for advertisement.
Yeah. Oh, excited. That
Yeah. Yes.
sounds exciting. All of it. Like I'm just embracing everything
Yes,
that
yes. A
can
lot of
happen.
actually a lot of these examples on the internet you can find, but a lot of them are fake, or just a photo manipulation or just a video manipulation. So when you
Hmm.
see hard piece of hardware and then explanation of that experience, you see that that's not possible. So uh, some of the people, for example, they expect too much because they come to us and say, are you able to do this and that? And we say, yes, we are able to do that, but it will take us x amount of time, multiply with x amount of money, and then say, oh yeah, but that's too expensive. I saw that on the internet for much cheaper, and so on. But on the another way, if you explain to them that is possible to do, but and he said, oh, but I saw that on the internet, and he showed me example, and that's totally fake, and so people from one side, people are having high expectations, you know but from the other side, they don't apply that, that fast. So, and that is our goal, to get more and more people, to discuss with them, to try to explain to them how it is possible to apply this technology in everyday's lives and in their business, and to try to help them get more value or increase their business or sales or whatever it is. So that's something that we are aiming with this technology at the moment.
So tell me and the people where they can find you, where they can find all those great examples that you can say as well.
Yes. Okay. www.bomsolutions.ch. That's our website. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Vimeo, and YouTube with the same name, BOM Solutions. So there you can see all our projects, most of our projects. Some of the projects are under NDA. So yeah, that is in this industry somehow that clients don't want us to share this technology at least for 1 or 2 years, in order to avoid sharing the information about that project before they publish that. But yeah, about technology and about us, about yeah, the whole story about the company, who we are, what we are aiming for, what is our goal, purpose, you can find online on the internet.
Sounds good. And they can also find you to have a chat about all those things
Yes,
on,
yes, yes. Anytime.
especially on LinkedIn. You are becoming more active, which I like.
Yes, yes, yes. Somehow I was really passive there, but nowadays I like to be more present there because I like to discuss people about this technology. A few months ago or a year ago, for me it was really hard to discuss this technology because there was not many people outside that are understand real understanding this technology, and I didn't want. It was really hard to discuss. Now I think it's it's becoming more and more present in everyday life. So I like to discuss about ideas, about new approaches, about competition, about new stuff, and yeah.
What was like the feeling when you are, you know that you are building a cutting edge technology, and like nobody understand that, so you cannot actually, share that around because there are not many people that will actually understand what you're doing. What's the feeling?
Yeah. Or I was crazy, or too optimistic, or I don't know what is that. Maybe it's the best to ask my partners and my wife, about that. But yeah, at that time, somehow it was like I said, we started with 3D, and my connection with the Netherlands is also had so much influence on me because I spent there more than 10 or 12 years. Every summer I went there, and I have a lot of friends there, and they have institutions that are using this technology for many years ago. So somehow I knew that it will come to this area, but it is really slow. I expect it to be even more faster, but it's really slow. And now I see that we don't need to be only present on our market because we can work worldwide. But somehow I would like to be present more on this market regionally, like XU or Balkan, to apply this technology because I see a lot of benefits of this technology today.
Yeah, and that's hard. Like we are few years uh, back when you look at the Europe, when we look at, maybe the China or other advanced, even US, like we are more behind. But there are, like examples like you are, like some other people, not only, I mean, Serbia, in Europe as well, doing great stuff. And I think like those kind of things can push people more forward, but it's hard for them to understand that they can do that for them.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we are kind of in a circle, moving on and on, but hopefully some things will change. I see that lots of companies that are building new tools, mostly analytics and mostly, related to the blockchain and all those other stuff, are getting investments. So I guess like investors started to recognize us as not only like service oriented country and outsourcing heaven, but also like there are people that know how to build great products and great stuff. So I guess you are in that line as well.
Yes, I would like to mention that we are trying to create a solution for our clients, for our customers. It's not like we are selling you augmented reality, virtual reality, or interactive 3D experience, which is very important for us. Is important to understand that our clients understand that we are creating solution for them, and that's the most important here. So we are using this technology. We understand this technology. So using this technology, we are helping you to become better on the field. So to establish a new channel for the communication, to see more, to see far away with this technology, to see around you, And but I think also if one, I would say, trendsetter or game changer, apply this technology, everyone will follow, and that's how it is.
Sounds good, my man.
Yeah. We're looking forward to it. And the only thing is that we are waiting for more people to start using this, and then we can see real thing around that, because then you can compare, what is around, what's not, and stuff like that. So yeah.
Cool. I think we can continue the conversations in some of your posts when you actually publish the thing that you are preparing and presenting. That would be nice. So I want to invite people to go and follow what you're doing, what you're posting, also what BOM Solutions is creating and posting. We'll add the links in the description of the episode. Uh, no idea when it's going to be published as a podcast, but it will be. That's the most important thing. And thanks for coming to the show. Thanks for sharing what you guys are doing and your
Thank
perspective
you.
on the multiple industries and the state of technology over there. And guys, thank you for being here with us on another episode of the Funky Marketing Show. And for the end, as we always say, like keep it funky and stay safe.
Thank you.